advantage for the Pocket 3 would be in low light situations. So if we're in shaded areas like this, the Pocket 3 always has an advantage because it's mechanical gimbal, unlike the Action 4, which is still good in low light, but it uses electronic stabilisation, software stabilisation, rather than a mechanical gimbal like this one. Although you have got sort of a tighter field of view with the Pocket 3, you have to buy a wide angle lens if you want a bit of a wider angle, a wider field of view. You have got a wider field of view with the Action 4. So yeah, that's another thing you have to think about. What kind of situations are you more likely going to be filming in? Low light situations, then the Pocket 3 does have a big advantage.
Next thing to consider is image quality. What kind of look are you going for? What sort of scenarios are you shooting in? These cameras are similar, but the image quality out of them can differ depending on how you're using them. The Pocket 3 is a 1-inch sensor. It's an f2.0, so you get that natural bokeh, the out of focus background with the Pocket 3. It looks very nice, something similar to what you'd get from a bigger camera with a nicer lens. So yeah, it does look very, very nice image you get out of this. It looks a cleaner, nicer image to me personally, but it really does depend on your personal preference. All of these things that we're talking about today are personal preference. The Action 4 is an action camera, so you get kind of everything that's in focus kind of look, but it still does look very good. Both of these cameras shoot in 10-bit color, which gives you a bit of flexibility in post-production for color grading as well. It's just personal preference. I personally like the look of the Pocket 3 for vlogging, and if I was going for an action camera look, I'd go for that. This is perfectly okay for vlogging though as well, so if you don't want to buy both of these cameras, then the Action 4 would be totally fine for both of those scenarios. You can't really use the Pocket 3 for action sports. It's just not rugged enough, not durable enough to be used for that kind of scenario. So it does just depend on what you're using these cameras for and what kind of look you're going for out of your footage. I like the Pocket 3 personally because you get that out of focus bokeh, sort of nice background blur.
One massive advantage of both of these cameras, which is one of the reasons I tend to pick up these first over other action cameras, is the fact that you can use both of these cameras with the DJI Mic 2 system. You can actually connect two of the microphones, so if you've got two people, you can record both audio sources into the Pocket 3 and you can connect one into the Action 4. So yeah, that's a massive plus, it really is. The microphone is exceptional. I've got the white one on my shirt here. They also do a black version if you want to have a black one as well, but it's really good audio quality. I actually use them in like a studio environment as well for recording voiceovers. I actually do prefer the audio quality out of the Rode Wireless Pro, but because of the convenience that it actually connects via Bluetooth wirelessly to both of these cameras, I tend to use this microphone a lot more than that system. So yeah, it's a brilliant plus. If you're thinking about buying either one of these, then you can get that microphone and it really does help with the audio quality. So the other thing you've got to think about when you're choosing between these two cameras, if these two cameras are your choice, is the ruggedness, and that's one disadvantage the Pocket 3 does have over the Action 4. The Pocket 3 is what? Not doable. You're wearing the wrong footwear, Jake Round. The Pocket 3, oh no, look at this mud. Oosh! Talking of ruggedness, the Pocket 3 isn't waterproof. It's, yeah, I would tend to not even say it's weather resistant. There's ports open on there, the SD card port is open. So yeah, where are we? This is weird. What even is that? Like a sinkhole or something? Is that the edge? Like a shaft of some kind, isn't it? That's what it's, you'll be falling down there, dear. So yeah, it's not waterproof or weather resistant. If you're going to be doing a lot of filming in inclement weather, or it's likely to rain, or you're going to be doing some sort of water sports or stuff with this camera, then the Action 4 is definitely the way to go, because it's just more rugged and waterproof, 100%. Ruggedness is another thing. The ruggedness of this camera, I'm just always a little bit worried about the Pocket 3 when I'm throwing it in my backpack. You have to put it in that case. The gimbal, could potentially break, and that is one of the things you've got to think about. If you're going to be using this for more rugged activities, chucking it around if you're not very careful with your gear, then the Pocket 3 is something I'd just wonder and think about before you purchase.
The last thing we're going to talk about, it could arguably be the first thing we should have talked about really, is the price. How much is your budget? How much do you want to spend on this camera? Does the bigger price on the Pocket 3 warrant the extra stuff and the extra features you're getting with it? The Pocket 3 on Amazon currently is $519, and you know, the price of this is $299. So there is a big price difference. If you buy the Creator Combo, which comes with a microphone and the wide angle lens, I do believe, then yeah, you're talking $650, I think $650. So there is a big price hike. If you want to get a microphone and you want to buy the Action 4 standalone, you're probably talking about $399, $380. So it is a lot cheaper, the Action 4. And for what you're getting with the Pocket 3, I'm not entirely sure that it's worth the extra money, in all honesty. If you're somebody that just wants a camera for both action camera and you want it for vlogging, then this, for me, is probably the best bang for buck action camera, personal camera on the market at the moment. $299 is a pretty phenomenal price for something that works with a DJI mic and 10-bit color, good stabilization, great image quality. Yeah, you can't really beat it. If you want that extra, more professional look to your footage, and yeah, you want the 1-inch sensor, you want something with a bigger battery life and the microphone as well that works with it, and you know, a wide angle lens, then yeah, it might be worth the extra money, but it's quite a lot extra money for what you're getting compared to the Action 4. So that is my take. I've been using both of these cameras for over a year now, and it's due an upgrade, and the Pocket 3 I think it's been about for 8 months, 9 months, so I've had both of these from brand new, bought with my own money. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not affiliated with DJI at the moment on this channel. They haven't reached out yet, but these are things that I've used consistently over the last few months, so this is my honest experience of, you know, using these cameras on the daily. Both great cameras. If I had to choose one, I think it would be the Action 4, to be honest with you, but it's totally down to you and your personal circumstances and what sort of scenario you're going to be using these cameras in. Okay, hope it helped. Let me know if you want to know anything else about these cameras in the comments down below, and yeah, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you check out this one here, and you might like this one over here. Make sure you subscribe, really does help. I'll see you on the next one though, guys. Bye.